Welcome to ReLearning Arithmetic, adding with whole numbers. If you're wondering about who I am, the motivation for this series, or how we'll proceed, you can click on the info link and play the introduction video to find out more about me and the series. Otherwise, we'll get started in just a moment. What are whole numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. But we also need to add 0, which is actually a pretty special number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. What is addition? This may seem like an obvious question, but we should define each operation, add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and set of numbers, whole, like we just did, integer, real, and fractions in this tutorial. Addition is about combining things. For example, if Mark has 3 oranges and Jennifer has 2 oranges, and they decide to put them together to share with their family, they are adding them together. For the record, they have a total of 5 oranges. Now let's try an example. Combine or add 3 and 5. Pause here if you need to think about it. We'll give you the answer in just a moment. The answer is 3 plus 5 equals 8. Now let's try another example. Add 2 and 6. Again, you can pause here before we reveal the answer. The answer is 2 plus 6 equals 8. Now we need to consider larger numbers. For this, you'll need to know how to add numbers up to 18 in your head. Why 18? 18 is the largest combination of 2 whole numbers with only 1 digit. Now let's try another exercise. Let's add 8 and 7. Pause if you need to think about it. The answer is 8 plus 7 equals 15. How about adding 9 and 9? The answer is 9 plus 9 equals 18. 9 is the largest single-digit whole number. For whole numbers, the number after 9 is 10. If you count the digits, 10 has 2 digits. First the 1 and then the 0. Now let's talk about addition with more than 1 digit. How about adding 13 and 15? You can pause if you want to try this on your own. To solve this problem, we want to line up the 2 numbers on top of each other. Starting from the right, we add the numbers in columns. So 3 plus 5 is 8. We put that answer underneath that column. Now we add the numbers in the column to the left of the one we just added. 1 plus 1 is 2. We put that answer underneath that column. There are no more columns with numbers, so we're done, and the answer is 28. Let's try another example with even larger numbers. Let's add 28 and 132. Go ahead and pause if you want to try it on your own. Let's line up the numbers as before. There are a couple of things to notice here. First, the numbers should always line up at the last digit. This is actually called the least significant digit because it has the smallest impact on the overall size of the number. The second we'll cover in just a moment. Now let's add up the first column. 8 and 2 is 10. Now here's that second item. We only have 1 digits placed below the column with the 8 and the 2, but we have 2 digits in the answer of 10. In cases like this, we put the rightmost digit under the column and put the digits before that above the next column. Here's what that looks like. And now we can add the numbers in the second column. 1 and 2 and 3 add up to 6, and we place that answer below the second column. For the record, the first column is actually called the ones column, and the second column to the left of that is called the tens column, and finally the third column to the left of that is called the hundredths column. If the numbers were larger, that would continue with the thousands column, the 10,000s column, and so on. Finally, we can add up all the numbers in the third or hundredths column. There's only one, so that should be easy. It looks like 160 is our final answer. Now let's try one final exercise. This one is a bit more ambitious, so go ahead and pause if you need to. We'll start going through the answer on the next slide. Here we've added all the numbers in the ones column. The answer is 15, but because that's more than one digit, we put the 5 below the line and carry the 1 above the tens column. Now we've added all the numbers in the tens column. The answer is 22. What we do here is only different from before in that we carry the 2 from the 20 part of 22 above the hundredths column. The other less significant digit, 2, goes below the line. Now we've added all the numbers in the hundredths column. The answer is 12, but since there are no more columns to carry numbers over, we simply write those numbers below the line and to the left of the other numbers we already wrote. To test yourself with some more exercises, click the information link and select the Lesson 1 exercises. There will also be a short video with just the answers to those exercises so you can check your answers. I'll see you on whichever video you choose next. If you don't yet feel confident about adding with whole numbers, feel free to play this video again. If you have additional questions, feel free to ask in the comments. If you feel confident and want to respond to someone's question, go ahead and try to help them with your own response. That's pretty much how I got into tutoring, and you'll feel good for helping out. See you soon.